Hi Sunday school friends, welcome back. I hope you guys had a good week. I want you guys to make sure you have your workbooks and turn your workbook to July 26th. Our lesson today that we're going to talk about is when you get dressed, clothe yourself in kindness, or put on kindness when you get dressed in the mornings. It's an easy concept, but it's really hard to do. Our verse this week is from Colossians chapter 3, verses 12 through 14. And it says, "Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you has a grievance against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. And over all those virtues, put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity." So this is kind of crazy. So Paul is telling people in Colossians, you need to clothe yourself with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. And over all of those virtues, put on love. So, in addition to clothing yourself with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, patience, then to end it all up, clothe yourself in love. And that's really an easy thing to think of when you get ready in the morning is get dressed with love. Put love on. Clothe yourself in kindness so you show everybody that you are kind and that you are the church, you are a Christian, and that your actions show that. But it's a hard thing to do during the day to remember that you are clothed in kindness. Today we're going to read about a letter, like we always do, from Paul writes a letter. And Paul is writing his friends in Colossae this week. Here's Paul. Here's his letter. And I'll read it to you. It says, "Dear friends in Colossae, be patient with each other. When you get dressed, put on kindness. Clothe yourself in love, and whatever you do, do it heartily. Grace be with you, Paul. P.S. Luke the doctor and Demas say hello." So your challenge this week, guys, is to remember when you get up that you are putting on kindness. You are dressing yourself in kindness. And then remember through the whole day that you are clothed in kindness and that you are choosing the kind and the loving thing to do. So that means even if somebody is not so kind to you, like let's say your sister or your brother or your cousin takes one of your toys or hogs something that you want, remember you have clothed yourself in kindness. So you need to respond with kindness and patience and love, which, like many of our lessons this summer, it's a pretty simple lesson, but sometimes it's hard to do. But God knows we have it in us to do these lessons in real life, and He works with us and gives us strength to do it. So don't forget, if you have a hard time staying clothed in kindness all day, you can always say a prayer to God and say, "God, give me patience. Help my actions show everybody that I'm clothed in kindness today." And God will help you out. So that's your challenge this week, is to put on kindness when you get dressed in the morning, and remember that you are wearing kindness all day long. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Hello there. My name is Natalie Lemansky, and I am a member of St. Stephen's, and today I will be reading Picturing God by Ruth Goring. God is the Word, and that Word is love. God is the light of the world that shines in every darkness, the beautiful darkness of night, the darkness of hiding when we are afraid, the deep darkness of being all alone. God shines there. When we don't know where to go, God's light shines on our path and leads us home. God is our sunshine, and we sprout like seeds, open to the light and start to grow. God's living water rains down from heaven to water our thirsty hearts. God's love pours over us and never stops. Living water baptizes us, saying, "You belong." Jesus says, "I am the vine, and you are the branches." We grow from God's vine. God's love flows through us like juicy sap. And then good things grow from us. Love and joy and peace, like fat, mouth-watering grapes. God is the bread of life that feeds us and fills us up. It is God's own life given for us. The bread of life makes us strong, strong enough to share, strong enough to be kind, strong enough for pure delight, and we find new ways to give God's love away. God's goodness is like bright clothes we can put on every morning with faith as a button and peace as the sleeves. When we are in danger, Jesus is the door that opens to give us shelter and closes to keep us safe. Jesus is also the Good Shepherd, who knows your name and everyone else's too. When we journey into places that are slippery and scary, our shepherd stays close and never lets us go. Sometimes we must walk in hot, dry deserts. Then God is our rock, providing shade and a place to rest. God's Spirit is wind, blowing away our fear and our mean words, and blowing in cheerfulness and making us new. The Spirit is our comforter, nearer than breath, teaching us what we need to know, wrapping us in love. God is a Father who forgives again and again, who watches for us and runs to meet us. God is a mother who covers us with her wings. Jesus himself is the way we walk to God, who is our home. The end.